Director Frank Sabatella's 2019 horror movie, The Shed, adapts a simple premise with an open ending that left audiences questioning the safety of the heroes and wondering what happened to Stan and Roxy. The Shed takes standard-issue vampire movie tropes and tucks them behind a smart, character-driven feature film. Stan, J.J. Warren, is an orphan who thinks he's dealing with the normal high school woes, bullies, unrequited crushes, and an overbearing grandfather, until he realizes that a vampire has taken up residence in the shed on his property. The Shed then descends into a nightmarish bloodbath when people start falling victim to the trapped creature, and Stan's best friend, Dahmer, Cody Kostro, starts to see Stan's problem as a solution to theirs. By the film's climax, Stan and his crush Roxy, Sophia Happenin, are fighting to defend his home against the vampire and its thralls come nightfall. While most of the movie takes place during daytime hours, when the vampires are less of a threat, there's still a high body count, action, gore, and shocking moments that lead right until the ambiguous The Shed ending. What happens in The Shed ending? Stan and Roxy are the only survivors. Sophia Happenin. The Shed 2019 movie. Vampire movies and television were a staple of the early and mid-2000s, and while there are many different approaches in dealing with these creatures, The Shed manages to bring something new to the table. The fact that the vampire is trapped in Stan's shed might seem like a no-brainer, but Sabatella's movie explores the very human conflicts that coincide with this unlikely scenario. Stan is unsure of what to do with the creature at first, and his fear keeps him from acting immediately and doing something logical, like burning the shed down. His dog and his grandfather are the vampire's earliest victims, but after he tries to ask his friend Dahmer for help, especially since there's a body on his property, he's surprised with Dahmer's answer. In Dahmer's mind, this terrifying situation is really to their benefit. They can sacrifice their high school bullies to the monster, or use it to threaten them. However, Dahmer's lust for power and revenge gets him turned into a vampire, and the bullies come sniffing around Stan's property right at dusk, looking for their leader Marble, Chris Petrovsky, who was one of the vampire's first victims. Ultimately, Stan and Roxy are the last two standing, and nurse their injuries in a car before Roxy mentions that it's soon to be nightfall again. They think they've seen the last of the vampires, but as the final shot pans out on the trunk of the car, it's apparent that they're not alone. They missed one. It's an unfortunate oversight, but a realistic one insomuch that a movie about a vampire trapped in a shed can be realistic.